Hi, friends. In our time together today, I want to talk a little bit more to review um, ways of cleaning our whistles, keeping our whistle clean. A clean whistle plays better. That's just the bottom line here. But there are a few things I want to add to some of the videos I've shared in the past on cleaning your whistle that have come out of conversations and some cleaning videos I've seen this week, or cleaning conversations. And I want to make sure that we're really careful about when cleaning our whistles. So I want to do a quick review and then share a couple of things that I've not talked about before with keeping our whistles clean. Again, remember, a clean whistle plays better. When I'm playing the whistle, there's a reality of life. And same thing when you're playing the whistle. As you're playing, you're blowing warm air into the airway here. That warm air is moist warm air. And if you've got a metal head on your whistle, it's going to develop a little condensation initially, and you blow that out. You could cover the tone hole or blow in the tone hole. It's pretty easy. You do that while you're playing. Just, like you're taking a breath, just go. It's easy. It's better to just warm your whistle up. But that's not the problem. It's not that condensation. While you're playing, if you're playing for a while, you're going to notice that your fingers start getting a little wet because there's just moisture coming down here. Because you're blowing air out of your mouth, and that has your moisture in it. And then if I'm playing for a long time, I might even notice a drip on the floor. Almost every instrument made, like you watch a trumpet player, they're playing for a while and they have a spit valve. Trombone players, saxophone didn't have one, but I'd watch a saxophone player tip their saxophone up, and I have stuff that I put in my sax to keep it dry when I'm done, so the pads don't get hurt. Anyway, basically, while you're playing, realize that there may be some moisture there. What I'll do as I'm playing, sometimes I'll blow that moisture out. I'll maybe grab a cloth and I'll wipe my whistle down. I finished a song, I gotta wipe this thing off. I might even grab a swab and run the swab up in the whistle and just wipe it out. So, whoops. And this is the swab I made. And I've got a video on making a swab. If you're really cheap or you just like making things, I'll put a link up to it. And I made it so it's real floppy at the end, so you don't have to be afraid of banging the head of the whistle. See, I bought a nice swab from MK whistles, but it's got a bit of a hard bit at the end. So if I'm using this to swab my whistle, I got to be careful. Sometimes if I'm playing for a while, I'll swab my whistle out. Yeah, I'm holding my Howard here. Make sure you don't bang the head. Anyway, that's just normal stuff. But the reality is that the moisture collects. Just rinse your whistle out once a week or once every other week. Or if you're playing a lot, just give it a rinse and a swab. And you don't even have to take the head off. If it's a tunable whistle, swab it out, wipe it down, set it somewhere on a dry place to dry. Doesn't have to be hot or anything. Just warm water. By the way, I don't know that I've said this, never use boiling water. I saw a video with somebody saying, oh yeah, you want to clean your whistle, take it, put it upside down in a glass of boiling water. No, that will hurt. Like this is a manufactured head on my Howard. I don't want to do that. There are, in a lot of my other whistles, there are glues and resins in there. And I'm not using boiling water for that. Warm water. Warm soapy water sometimes too. So if you want to clean your whistle, that's really pretty easy. Rinse it out, wipe it off, swab it out. They even make these really nifty swabs. Oh, so I showed you the has an extenders on it and everything that I got from MK. It's great for a low whistle. I even have one for a high whistle. See, that's cute. But if you take the head off, you can wash this out better. Give that a good rinse. Take a toothpick, just clean in the crevices down there, and get a Q-tip and clean down in there. Get a piece of, cut a little piece of card and clean out the airway. Or I got these nifty little things. These are from MK's, came with a cleaning kit. And you slide that in there, you pull it back and forth. Keep the airway clean. Great tip from Roy McManus. Doesn't always fit, but get some gum soft picks for your teeth, and you could use that to clean out the airway, assuming it's big enough. So that works really well. You just kind of do that. Keep your airway clean. Keep your whistle clean. This is my Howard. I just took the head off. It's great to. You can then. I have another swab. This one doesn't have a handle, but it's a really nice swab. Okay, it's good. And another thing that they sell, which is really nice, you may have seen this. It's like a nice cloth on the end, a little weighted string. You put that down there, and you just pull it through your whistle. And that helps clean, and it helps polish. Clean whistle plays better. Now, if you've got a carbony, don't run a rod up in the carbony. Get one of these and pull it from the top down to the bottom. Because if you've got the close finger spacing, then those little chimneys are extending down in there, and you don't want to bang them that way. You just pull that cleaning cloth through, and it's nice and easy. Clean whistle plays better. Again, you don't need to play your whistle every day. You need to play your whistle every day. You don't need to clean your whistle every day. Once a week, once every other week, give it a good solid rinse out. Now, also, like I said, be careful not to bang the swab into the head of the whistle. If you've got a Howard, a lot of other whistles, when you're cleaning it, replace the tape. Howard's got a good video on that. Pretty sure I have one. If you've got, here's Chieftain V5. This has a slide, some nice, almost, I'm not sure what that is. It might be a cork-like, but this is greased, and that's to enable this to slide better. So when you're cleaning your whistle, you're going to clean that off. Nothing caustic. Never use caustic stuff cleaning your whistle. But after you've cleaned a whistle tunable that has a slide like that, use cork grease. Pick this up at any music store. Works wonders. So keep the airway clean, keep the head clean, keep the inside of the tube of your whistle clean. I like a clean outside of my whistle. And so that's all really helpful. So a clean whistle, you got it, plays better. Now here are the other things I wanted to add. Well, in addition to, don't use boiling water. Don't use caustics. I've said that. But anyway, when you're sitting around playing, I was watching a session, and it reminded me, everybody's sitting there drinking, people are sharing pints with the musicians, and this is a mouth not working day. Musicians are getting pints, that's awesome. But imagine you're drinking coffee with cream in it. You're drinking a pint. You're drinking a soda. And while you're playing, so you stop in between songs, you take a drink, you start that next song. When you blow into your whistle, you've got some of that left in your mouth. You're blowing that into your whistle. I'm not saying don't ever do that. What I'm saying is, if you drink coffee, soda, or a pint, or something else other than water while you're playing, you should probably rinse your whistle out right after you played, because you're blowing some of that into your whistle. So keep your whistle clean. Now, you see what happens is if you just rinse it out and clean it nicely regularly, it doesn't build up this gunk. I know people who have said, oh, my whistle started smelling nasty. And they say, well, I never cleaned it. And they find this. They find they've made a gunk farm in their whistle. And I know some people who have made a mold farm in their whistle. Ugh, I shudder. Just rinse it and wipe it every week or two, and you will never have that problem. Clean the airway, clean the head a bit. You won't have a gunk farm. Now, if you're drinking stuff while you're playing, other than water, realize when you're blowing in, you're blowing stuff from you in anyway. Rinse it out more frequently, if you've had a pint while playing. But one thing I prefer you never do is eat while you're playing. If you want to eat while you're playing, take a break. I watched some folks playing, and they've got a bowl of crisps next to them. That's American potato chips. And they're playing, stop that tune, grab some crisps, munch on them, take a swig, and go back to playing. You've got like little crisp potato chip residue in your mouth, pretzel residue, whatever you are eating, you're blowing that into your whistle. You better clean that one when you're done playing. Or if you want to eat, take a break, eat, make sure you rinse your mouth out well, and then go back to playing. But if you need to eat while you're playing, that's fine. Just make sure you give your whistle a good clean after, or you're inviting a gunk farm. So I hope this reminder and these extra points are helpful for you, my friends. If you're brand new and you're checking us out, please subscribe. We'd love to welcome you into our community. If this is helpful, please like the video. And I know many of you have some other great ideas and recommendations on cleaning your whistle. I didn't even mention, sanitizing it. I do have from the MK folks a sanitizing spray, and I know people that use mouthwash. What are some other things you do to keep your whistle clean, my friends? And we've not even talked about wood whistles. Whew, that's a video in and of itself. We won't dive into that yet, but what are you doing? Anyway, I hope this is helpful. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, friends.